Alright, what's going on everyone on YouTube? NES Ruler. Welcome to day number 30 of my 31 days of horror review from last week. I was finishing up, but I moved and shit like that, so I wasn't able to do my 3 reviews for the 29th, 30th, and 31st. Just finished my day 29 review, and we'll be doing day 30 today, and today we'll be talking about John Carpenter's Christine. It's the Twilight Time Blu-ray, which is pretty out of print, pretty expensive, but I was able to grab a copy of this back when it got released. So, what can I say about Christine? It's definitely a classic, it's definitely on the standards of, some of John Carpenter's best work. So, the film pretty much revolves around this car that is, built, and it ends up right off the production line. Something's up with this car from the opening shot, and jumps forward a little while to where the car is pretty much trashed and loved to death by this guy who just died, and his brother or somebody's trying to sell the car, and that's when a character named Keith comes and decides to not Keith, that's the jock, Arnie, sorry, decides to come and buy Christine and fix her up. This guy's a little bit of a nerdo, doesn't have many friends besides this football jock for some reason, and he starts to dedicate all his time to fixing Christine. And as the film goes on, you could tell that it's changing his personality quite a bit. He starts to dress different, starts to act different, all this kind of stuff. And you guess that it's probably Christine that's making him go a little bit, loco. So as the film goes on and, people start to fuck with Arnie a little bit more and more, we kind of figure out that Christine, the car's, who's, obviously alive, is going to start, fucking up these people. And it's really not a gory film. There's barely any gore in this film. But, the kills are really entertaining with, people running away from this car that's driving itself. It's pretty entertaining and pretty fantastic. And the third act of the film is actually really quite good. And it's a good conclusion to a really awesome flick. And, any John Carpenter and Stephen King flick, it's end up going to be pretty solid, no matter what you're gonna get. Even if it's not John Carpenter, just Stephen King, you're probably gonna get a pretty solid flick. And this one, definitely doesn't let down all the hype, and John Carpenter did a really fantastic job shooting this flick. So that's enough about that. Everyone knows about that movie, but I just wanted to do a quick review of it. If you guys like this video, please thumbs up. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so at twitter.com/NESRuler22. And I should touch you guys in a second with my final review on my 31 days of horror. 31 reviews done. For someone not ever doing any reviews before on my channel, doing 31 reviews was pretty fucking rough. So I'm gonna be a little bit happy when this is all over. There's the fucking doorbell. I think that's my Scream Factory release of that 4-pack that I ordered. So there's the doorbell. Let's hope that's my Scream Factory 4-pack. But thanks again, everybody, for watching, and I shall talk to you guys in a second with day number 31 on my 31 days of horror. Talk to you guys in a bit.